Hello, my name is Peter Sommer and I am the Associate Professor of Saxophone here at Colorado State University in Fort Collins. And I'm very happy to have this opportunity to offer you some advice and pointers for this year's All-State Band audition excerpts. A full performance of the excerpt will be included at the end of the video, but first I'll demonstrate a few key points. In this particular video, we will be focusing on the Andante sostenuto etude excerpt on page 36 of the Voxman selected studies. At the suggested tempo for the audition, it is very important to feel the meter in 4 and not to try too hard to count every eighth note in the measure. This will help you maintain a feeling of forward motion to your line and will result in a natural weight to the notes on the dotted quarter note downbeats. Breathing is quite natural in this particular excerpt. I would create two-bar phrases in the first 4 measures, and then from that point on, I would breathe just before each 16th note passage that fills the back half of a bar, as in measures 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Remember when breathing that the inhale is the most important part of the breath. A fully engaged and efficient inhale will give you more control and consistent air pressure when you initiate and maintain your tone on the saxophone. To me, this particular etude has a nostalgic or sentimental feel that I can better express through a fairly liberal use of vibrato. The vibrato will also give the saxophone a more pleasant and voice-like character in the upper register. I'm probably going to use vibrato on all the notes longer than an eighth note that are not trills, but you might experiment with more or less and see what you find most comfortable. Remember that the vibrato should start right at the beginning of the note and should sustain itself all the way through the note to its release. Delaying the start of the vibrato is a special effect that should only be used in very particular cases, and halting the vibrato before the release of the note is usually only reserved for occasional use on very long sustains at very low volumes. The trills in measure 7 should be handled with some care. In terms of fingerings, the F to G trill is fingered as you would expect, but I prefer to use the side B flat to trill from A flat to B flat. And this can be achieved by keeping the A flat fingering in place while trilling using the lowest side key on the right hand. Now the pitch of this B flat is a little low, but this should not be distracting in a trill of this speed, and it is much easier to execute than fingering the B flat using the bis key, which is another option. It is very important to maintain a consistent oo or e voicing while executing these trills so that the tone stays consistent. And as far as the timing of the trills goes, I would aim to end the trill right on the 3rd eighth note of each trill, and then play the 2 closing pitches as 32nd notes rather than 16th notes. This will give these ornaments a snappier feeling and increase the tension leading up to the high C in measure 8. Last but not least, be sure to pay attention to the dynamics as written in the etude. Enough information is included to give you a good sense of the major dynamic landmarks and will help you play expressively and tell a good story. The last few measures lack any detail in this regard. Without micromanaging you too much, I would recommend you to follow the shape of the melodic line and pay particular attention to those pitches that feel like major tensions before strong arrivals. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I hope it was useful to you in your preparation. Good luck with your audition, and take care.